So, if you are trying to lock your students in a browser or lock your students in a certain test or quiz, there is a couple ways to do this through OnCourse Classroom. So, first of all, if I go to my classroom and I want this particular quiz to be one where my students cannot go to any other browsers and they can only stay in this quiz. So I'm going to make sure I go to my edit button, and under the assessment, there is a separate thing, a separate tab that says details. I'm going to click on the details button and I'm going to open up the time section. Notice right here it says permit assessments to be resumed. If you check this and click it from yes to no, students will not have the ability to leave and return to the assessment. If I hit save, this will be inactivated, or this will be activated, excuse me, when I give it to my students. When my students take this quiz, there'll be a little notification that says you may not leave the browser, um, or your quiz will be or assessment will be submitted. One way that I like to ensure that my students are getting the right test codes is that I go to the tools, and under tools, I go to the view access codes. From here, each of your students has their email as well as the access code and then the assessment code. I send emails out. I select all of the students, go to actions, and I send my students an email. That way they can go directly to their email and will be brought directly into the secure testing site. You can always have them go to cereval.oncourse.com/test and enter the code for each person. The other way you can also use this is under the students' Chromebooks. There is a on-course testing secure mode if the students are not currently logged in under the applications. So those are two or three ways right away. If you are attaching a Google form and you want them to be in a locked browser, unfortunately, since you are not giving them an on-course assessment, you cannot use the assessment code that we just showed. But what you can use is GoGuardian. So GoGuardian can be set up for your classes, and you can set up what is called a scene. I know Barbara did an amazing video on this as well. But as you see, I have a scene set up for my tests and quizzes. It gives all of the students their ability to go to their Gmail, to log in, and to log into OnCourse. So this prevents them from going to other browsers while this scene is on. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to email gradebook.support@cerevalk12.net.